Hello everyone, Happy New Year, hope all is well. To get straight to the point of this video, over the course I've been on YouTube talking about movies, I noticed certain things. This may be a recent thing, this may be something that's been happening for years, or this may be the climate for the foreseeable future. And that is when a movie comes out, especially big releases, if most people didn't like it, then it is considered automatically trash. Everything is either a complete trash or a total masterpiece that if you don't like it, then you must be an idiot. There's nothing in between. This extends to people really not forming their own opinion because the majority says a certain way. It's also extremely easy for people online to jump on the train and add more fuel to the fire. Now, don't get me wrong, this happens to both good movies and bad movies, but the latter definitely comes off a lot louder than the former, which I get it. It's funny to play it up a certain way and make fun of something. I get it. For example, when Cats came out, it was so easy to trash it as if nothing about the film is good. I like the cinematography. I think the special effects look pretty up to par, and people mistake that with the notion of making humans cats, which are completely separate things. But you don't hear anyone talking about that. The point is, today I want to take the time and talk about this small little Sundance indie that came out called Wonder Woman 1984. I know, bet you haven't heard of this little movie. Since it came out, most things I saw and heard from the internet was how terrible the movie was, and don't get me wrong, there are a lot of constructive criticisms out there that I personally can get behind. I have most of these criticisms for the film as well, but as I said, every time we get a movie like this, it's so easy to talk shit about it. I look it up on YouTube, everything is how 84 is bad and why it is trash. Very few videos are dedicated to talking about the good aspects of the film. Nothing is all bad and nothing is all good. So I want to make this video talking about the aspects I liked about 84. Spoiler alert. Patty Jenkins directed and had a writing credit for the film. There's more creative control from her part than the previous installment. She is a very good director and a filmmaker, and when she makes the next film, I will be there. Gal Gadot reprises her role as Diana Prince and Wonder Woman. I truly believe she is the perfect cast for the role, bringing a lot of charm and charisma to the character, and I do think her performance is on a slightly other level here. Pedro Pascal also brings a lot of energy to the screen regardless of what they did with their arc. I do like the dynamic between him and his son, where the father is just trying to be a role model for his son and try to make him proud, where the son just wants a father. I really like that dynamic. The costume design is really eye-popping. I love the colors. What everyone's wearing seems to tell the story of a character really well. The Golden Eagle suit I think is pretty badass. I also like how they built up a little bit before we got our first introduction of Wonder Woman. What we see are these little insert cuts representing her helping the civilians on the streets, like a kick, her running across the frame, saving the bride, and even saving the girl at the mall. Even then, we don't get to see her fully until after, which makes the introduction pretty satisfying. I like the mall scene near the beginning of the film where Wonder Woman is dealing with a robbery. The whole scene is shot in broad daylight, bringing out the colors for a character as bright as Wonder Woman. It's fun, cute, and exhilarating. I love this moment she shares with the kid. Hans Zimmer's score bringing some subtle Easter eggs and homages while adapting Rupert's work from the previous installment was electrifying at times. Despite the criticism of the opening sequence, I do like watching it. It's a fun sequence. I like Pedro Pascal hiring people right off the bat from excitement when his wishes just start coming true. This piece of production design looks pretty fucking neat, which also looks visually similar to when Diana and Steve flies through the fireworks. I think that's a great visual idea. This exterior is pretty fucking cool. This cut is actually pretty cool. It looks like a match cut that can easily be missed. I like the fish out of water scenario with Steve because the first movie we get to see with Diana, and this time we get a reverse. I like Steve's makeover scene. I think it's funny. Him getting onto an escalator was funny. The trash can scene, I thought it was a well-delivered joke while simultaneously sending shots at modern art. And I like Steve trying to bring a sword to a gunfight. The hallway fight scene, I thought there are a lot of good moments here. Like this reaction shot is actually very realistic. The have at it moment is good. It instantly brings the characters together. Their intimacy is instantly conveyed.
Have at it.
And I like the idea of an intense car chase and Wonder Woman is just jogging in the middle of the chaos. I like when Kristen Wiig's character beats up this rapey guy on the street. I thought it was a very rewarding moment and good for her moment as she discovers that she has this super strength. I liked this moment, and I like the scene where she's testing out her strength at the gym. It does feel like Unbreakable, but you know, who cares? I like the flashback inserted here where we get to see the TV boy's initial ambition. I think it's a great way of showing how it mirrors his arc, what he set out to do, and what he ended up doing. I love this tracking shot. I think it's the best shot of the entire film. We walk away with Diana as we hear Steve's voice just fading away into the background, and it's very emotional, I thought. And the during credits scene, even though I've never watched any Wonder Woman film and don't really care to, this will excite a lot of fans. I'm sure of it. So that's all I got for this. Again, I do agree with a lot of constructive criticisms out there, and most of them I have myself, but I think it's harmless and in fact very healthy to also talk about the good of the film. It can be empowering for girls growing up seeing a female superhero kicking ass, and it's a good stamp on the movement as well. So this is just a little video that I put together. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, and whenever there's a film in the future that I think needs some more positive support, I will be there.